Hey y'all, it's us, Nick, Zoe, Mackenzie, Chance, Rhett, and Bandit at Chestnut Hills Farmstead. We're out here doing our chores today, and we're taking you along like we normally do, so let's go. Hey ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Look at her little clutch of eggs she's sitting on. She's been guarding these eggs like a hawk. So I apologize in advance for all the wind. A lot of you have just went through the storm moving through Texas, and it is headed this way, so it's very windy. So we are getting everybody taken care of to make sure that they have everything that they're gonna need. Just getting things prepared for what's coming. So let's get these meat birds moved to their next spot for today. Are we turning it? Yep. The water, we're just going to bring it out. So as most of you know, these came out on pasture last week after we processed our last batch. So these chickens have about 3 or 4 more weeks out here, eating grass, eating feed, bugs, all the good yummy stuff that they just love. I'm trying to get the chickens. Not run, just push them real easy. Get another scoop. So we typically let them free range from here on out during the day, and we put them up at night. But with the storm coming, for their safety, with them being so small and lightweight right now, we've moved them to fresh grass, and we're gonna keep them locked up because this tractor is heavy. They're gonna be okay in there. We don't want them flying off or, you know, the wind hurting them or even killing them. So for today, they're gonna be locked away. So we talk to you guys sometimes, if you've been watching, that we do rotational grazing with all of our animals. The chickens are moved every day, and just wanted to show you guys, we just processed the last batch last Friday, and wanted to show you those were full-grown chickens, and they were moved. They were started right here, and they moved every day, and as you can see, look how lush that grass has gotten. I'm really hoping that the camera can do some justice. You can see that they started here and they worked their way down. It was mist. And this is where these little chickens were this past week. which will turn into this extremely lush green grass that you see right here. By us doing this, we are going to be able to transform the entire pasture that way. You can see everywhere that we have had our animals, from our pigs to our geese and our chickens, even the goats, where the goats have been, their urine and manure and, you know, just everything that they are beneficial for is just transforming our pasture from pricklies and weeds and briars to green grass we could have a picnic in if we wanted to. This center has not been touched yet. So if you can see that versus this, which one would you want your animals on? Last week before we went to Oklahoma, we took the pigs from this and put them over here, and they are doing exactly what we need for them to do. They are rooting and digging and eating all that gross stuff up, and they are loving it. Hey babe. Hey babe. Hey Penelope. Penelope, you're getting so big. There's Gertrude. Hey Gertrude.
Hello, babe.
Hey Gertrude. There's Peggy. And Ellie. And there's old Henry. Old Henry. Big old body with a little bitty head. Oh goodness. Hey Ellie, what you eating on? Y'all love corn.
He's trying to film.
Babe, are you trying to film? Penelope, are you trying to film too? Are you trying to be the star of the show, Penelope? So while we were doing chores, we saw their hut traveling down the pasture. So we went and grabbed some bricks, and we're setting up some bricks on the feet to kind of hold it down to keep it from flying off during this storm that's coming. Not bite me. Not bite me. Hey, excuse me. Let's not bite Mama. Good morning. Hello, pigs. Hello, pigs. Hello. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Let's not bite me. Baby. I don't have anything for you. Yuck. I don't have anything for you right now. So while we're walking down here, it is time to move the donkeys. Probably next week or so. We've got rain and storms coming, and I don't want to move them while it's super wet, making a mess, and the posts not wanting to hold really well. So probably move them next week. Hey girls. Good morning, girls. Good morning. Are you ready to have that baby yet? But we are going to be moving them out here and giving them a lot more area out here. Here, baby. Gypsy, look. Bandit thinks he's big and bad. Him and Johnny go head to head all the time. Last week before we left, we stuck the livestock trailer in here with the goats so that we can get them comfortable being fed and going in there. That way when it's time to move them, it won't be so hard to round them up, because we're not just going to flip paddocks with this time. We're going to actually move them to a different location on the farm, and we need to get that to go as smooth as possible. All right, you guys, we got everybody fed and taken care of, and we are going to just double check a few things before we head home to get some stuff accomplished there. Make sure all the chickens are good at home before this storm moves in. I think Nick put together a video for you guys, so stay tuned for that. And we will see you next time.
Hey guys, this is Nick with Chestnut Hills Farmstead. I've got something a little different today. Anybody that works on a farm, has a homestead, anything of that nature, you're gonna have to make some repairs. Today we've got some Premier One chicken netting that we had around our broilers that we need to make a repair to. The point of this video is not a how-to on repairs. Premier One has plenty of those videos to show you how to do that. They send you the repair kits. This one's probably going to take 2 of them to do. There's 2 curveballs in our video today. The first being that it's me talking instead of Zoe. I know you are used to seeing her. You watch her every day running through farm chores or different projects out here. But the second being is lessons learned from the farm. And today the lesson is grace. My 12-year-old Mackenzie was trying to be helpful. She was mowing around the edge of the broilers. We had them pinned up to not stress them out, so everything was going well, and she got a little too close. But thinking on all the mistakes I've made, I had to realize that this was just a simple mistake that needed grace. I have to ask for grace on a daily basis, and this was one of those times I needed to give it. I know this kind of video is not for everybody, but it's been on my heart for a couple of weeks. I would not be here without my faith. I don't believe that we would have this farm or this opportunity without our faith. And this weekend at the Okie Homesteading Expo, Daniel Arms told a story that had happened recently, and that's his story to tell. I'm not going to rehash that, but a major point of that was the power of prayer, the power of his faith, and the point that he is open about that on his channel. And I know a lot of people say you should leave religion and politics out of it. You should keep your faith to yourself and handle your farm business. But I don't believe that I would be here without that. I believe it would be wrong for me to not share that faith. And I know that there's people that may unsubscribe or not want to watch the channel, and that's okay. I believe that my God is in more control of my channel than subscribers, and those that disagree, we just have to agree to disagree. But Penn Jillette of the magician duo Penn and Teller once said he's an outspoken atheist, but he said that he could not respect a Christian that didn't evangelize. That he told a story of a man coming after a show and giving him a Bible, and it didn't change his mind. He's still an atheist. But if a man truly believes that there's a heaven and a hell, and that there's a right way to live, and you're not sharing that, his question was, how bad do you have to hate somebody to not share that with them? And that's what I truly believe. I truly believe in the power of prayer. I believe in and mercy and grace, and that's something I receive every day. This is not a mistake that's made every day. This was a simple one-time mistake that I'm sure she regrets and would never do again. But oftentimes we make the same mistakes over and over, and we have to receive forgiveness for those same mistakes over and over. And I'm sure I would be a little more upset if it was something that she did a second time, but I still have to remind myself that there's lessons to be learned from this farm. And one of those lessons is you got to show some grace. You got to have some patience. And that's just part of learning. So let's get to work on it and see if we can get a repair done. I already said I don't do how-to videos because I'm not really an expert at much of anything, not farm related. So we're just going to try to work through it best we can. The good thing is that each section of fence you order, they send you a repair kit because they know things are going to happen. It's not an inexpensive section of fence. You would hope it would at least be able to be repaired. There's the brass ferrules. This is the simple kit that they send you with it. You can order extra parts with these fences. I was having a conversation with Joe from Premier One in Oklahoma, and he showed me a new piece that is much simpler to repair with, and I'll put a link to that in the description. I don't remember what it was called. I had never seen it before, and he introduced me to it and told me I definitely needed some of them. The repair stuff is not expensive to buy. It's a few cents for different pieces if you have to have more than what they send you. We're going to start with this bottom piece, try to get it repaired just for stability. This is a non-electrified line anyway, but you are able to repair it. This is your line that makes ground contact and provides the stability for the fence and the electrified parts. So I'm not going to do anything but just put a simple overhand knot in it on each side, and that gives me something to tie these two on each line. This is not gonna be as good as new. It's just not. It's not going to be as stable. It's not going to stretch as well when you're trying to put it in tight and at least make it look decent, which I do try to do. These lines coming down here are also for stability. The plain white, those are not electrified either. This is where your current's taken, and these black and white, and they've got black and white and green and white in the pack. I don't think the chickens much care what color it is. They don't much care if there's a fence there. This is not to keep them in, it's to keep predators out. We're just going to make another overhand knot. Now with this damage here, we're going to need to make the connection back here, and I'm just going to clamp it. We're going to do it all in one section back over to here. That's really not bad to have been chewed up with a lawnmower. We talked a little bit about the reason I was going to do this was a lesson learned on the farm. There's going to be more lessons. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, let me know about it. Hit the like button, leave me a comment. But I felt led to share something learned from the farm, and I hope that's what we did today. And that's why I want this lifestyle for my kids. The main point is the life lessons taught from this lifestyle: patience, hard work, endurance, character. I appreciate y'all being with me today. Hit the like and subscribe. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you. We're praying for you, and we hope that you're praying for us. See you next time.